Hey everyone, welcome back. It's good to see you. Or well, for me to see you, you know what I mean. Anyway, tonight we're diving headfirst into the world of the unexplained, the unsettling, and the downright creepy. We've scoured the internet, looking for the most disturbing Ring camera footage out there. You know, those videos that make you question if you should ever leave the house again. The ones that send shivers down your spine and make you double-check your locks. We're talking about the moments caught on camera that leave you with more questions than answers. And trust me, after tonight, you'll never look at your front porch the same way again. So, turn down the lights, grab a blanket because you're going to want to hide behind it and get ready for a countdown of the most terrifying footage ever captured by Ring doorbell security cameras. Brace yourself for some spine-chilling moments. Our first video takes us to a quiet suburban street. It's 2 a.m., the witching hour some say, when a motion sensor picks up something moving in the darkness. At first it looks like a stray balloon, bobbing gently in the breeze. But as it gets closer, you realize it's not a balloon at all. It's a clown with a white painted face, a shock of red hair, and a terrifying smile stretched across its face. It moves slowly, deliberately towards the front door, almost as if it's daring someone to come out, and then, just as quickly as it appeared, it's gone. Vanished into thin air. The homeowner, a young woman living alone, found the footage the next morning and was, understandably, freaked out. The police were called, but they found no trace of the clown. Was it just a prank? A case of someone with a twisted sense of humor? Or was it something more sinister? We may never know. But one thing's for sure, it's enough to make you think twice about answering your door late at night. Our next stop takes us to a family home in the Midwest. It's a typical evening. The kids are playing in the living room, their parents are busy in the kitchen, and the dog is asleep at their feet. Suddenly, the Ring doorbell chimes. The father, thinking it's just a delivery driver, opens the app on his phone to see who's there. But what he sees sends a chill down his spine. Standing on his porch is a translucent figure, barely visible in the dim light. It's tall and slender, with long flowing hair and what appears to be a white gown. The figure seems to be looking directly at the camera, its eyes glowing an eerie white. The father, frozen in fear, can only watch as the figure slowly fades away, disappearing into the night. To this day the family can't explain what they saw on that camera. Was it a trick of the light, a figment of their imagination, or was it something more otherworldly? This next one will leave you sleeping with the lights on. Imagine, you're home alone, and you hear a strange noise outside. You pull up your Ring camera to see what's going on, and that's when you notice it. A shadow, darker than the night itself, moving across your lawn. It's not a solid shape, not exactly, more like a ripple in the darkness, and it seems to be heading straight for your front door. The homeowner in this video felt a chill run down their spine as they watched the shadow creep closer and closer. It moved with a strange, unnatural fluidity, as if it were alive. Just as the shadow reaches the porch, the camera feed cuts out. What happened next? We may never know, but the homeowner swears they heard a blood-curdling scream echoing through the night. Was it their imagination running wild, or did something truly sinister emerge from that shadow? This next clip comes from a young couple who had just moved into their dream home. They were excited to start their new life together, but their joy was short-lived. One night, while they were sleeping, their Ring doorbell camera captured something truly unsettling. In the dead of night, a shadowy figure appeared on their porch. It was tall and slender, with long, sharp claws. The figure tried the doorknob, rattling it violently. It then peered into the window, its face hidden in the darkness. The couple, unaware of the danger lurking outside their door, slept soundly inside. The figure eventually gave up and disappeared into the night. The next morning, the couple was horrified when they checked their Ring camera footage. They immediately called the police, but the intruder was never found. To this day, the couple lives in fear, wondering if the shadowy figure will return. They've since installed extra security measures and rarely leave the house at night. Our next stop takes us to a remote farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. The homeowners, an elderly couple, had lived there their entire lives and had never experienced anything out of the ordinary. Until one night, that is. It was a stormy evening with heavy rain and howling wind. The couple was sound asleep when their Ring doorbell camera picked up something strange. In the distance, through the pouring rain, a series of bright lights appeared in the sky. They were moving erratically, changing color and intensity. At first, the couple thought it was just lightning, but the lights were too persistent, too organized. As the lights got closer, the camera feed began to distort, as if something were interfering with the signal. And then, just as suddenly as they appeared, the lights vanished. The couple, shaken and confused, checked their property the next morning, but they found no trace of the strange lights or anything that could have caused them. What were those mysterious lights? Were they of this world? Imagine this. You're sitting at home, relaxing after a long day, when your Ring doorbell chimes. You open the app on your phone, expecting to see a package delivery or maybe a neighbor stopping by, but instead, you're met with a sight that sends chills down your spine. Standing on your porch is a shadowy figure, its face obscured by the darkness. It seems to be wearing a long coat and a wide-brimmed hat, and it's holding something in its hand. You can't quite make it out, but it looks like a weapon? You watch in horror as the figure raises its hand and the feed cuts out. That's exactly what happened to the homeowner in this next clip. They were home alone when their Ring doorbell camera captured the chilling footage. The police were called, but they were unable to identify the mysterious visitor. Was it a prank gone wrong, a case of mistaken identity, or something far more sinister? Our next video takes us to the edge of a dense forest. It's nighttime, and the only light comes from a solitary porch light illuminating a wooden deck. The homeowners, a young couple with a newborn baby, are inside trying to get some sleep. Suddenly, their Ring doorbell camera picks up movement near the tree line. A creature, unlike anything you've ever seen before, emerges from the darkness. It's tall and lanky, with long limbs and glowing red eyes. It moves with an unnatural grace, its body contorting in ways that seem impossible. The creature approaches the house, stopping just outside the range of the porch light. It stands there for a moment, its glowing eyes fixed on the front door, as if it can sense the family inside. Then, just as quickly as it appeared, the creature melts back into the shadows, disappearing into the forest. This next clip is short, but it's sure to send shivers down your spine. It takes place in a quiet neighborhood, where nothing out of the ordinary ever happens, or so the residents thought. It's late at night and the streets are deserted. A lone car drives by, its headlights momentarily illuminating the houses lining the street. And that's when it happens. A blood-curdling scream pierces the night. It's a sound that sends chills down your spine, a sound that speaks of pure terror. The scream seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. The homeowner whose Ring doorbell camera captured the audio was so disturbed by the sound that they immediately called the police. But when the police arrived, they could find no evidence of any foul play. To this day, the source of the scream remains a mystery. This next video comes from a security camera installed in a parking garage. It's late at night, and the garage is mostly empty. A young woman is walking to her car when she suddenly stops. She looks around nervously, as if she senses that someone is watching her. And she's right. A shadowy figure can be seen lurking in the background, partially hidden behind a concrete pillar. The figure appears to be wearing a dark hoodie and jeans, and its face is obscured by the hood. The young woman, unaware of the danger lurking in the shadows, continues walking towards her car. As she gets closer to her car, the shadowy figure darts out from behind the pillar and grabs her. The young woman screams as the figure drags her back into the shadows. The security camera footage ends abruptly at this point. The young woman was never seen or heard from again. Our final clip tonight is perhaps the most disturbing one yet. It comes from a home security camera in a quiet suburban neighborhood. It's late at night and the homeowners, a young couple with a small child, are sound asleep. The only light comes from a streetlight outside, casting long shadows across their front yard. As the camera records, a figure slowly emerges from the darkness. It's tall and slender, with long, sharp claws. It's wearing a dark cloak that conceals its face. The figure creeps towards the house, its movement slow and deliberate. It stops at the foot of the driveway, its glowing eyes fixed on the bedroom window where the young couple is sleeping. For what seems like an eternity, the figure just stands there watching. Then, it slowly turns its head and looks directly at the camera. Its eyes seem to burn with an evil intensity. And then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the figure vanishes into thin air. Well, there you have it. 10 terrifying pieces of Ring camera footage that are sure to give you nightmares. If you're not already sleeping with the lights on, you will be now. But hey, at least you're not alone. We're all in this together, right? Right, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more spine-tingling content. Stay safe out there.